has. You know, this is why we brought up Cindy Sheehan. Nobody else has, because they're still blaming Bush for what we are at right now, 7 years later. And, you know, it's just ridiculous. And it's just outrageous. And, you know, we don't, even Affleck, you know, Affleck even bashed George W. Bush. Remember the Affleck commercials?
Yeah.
You know, they did. They did that. And you know, it's just, how come our advertisements are gone to so much the extreme left, and but yet not for the conservatives or anybody else for that matter? I mean, what?
I have no idea.
There's something, you see. There's something. There's something evilness that's upon us right now, and we need to address that issue. And nobody wants to take that on right now. Nobody does. We are the only ones doing this, Joe.
No, I understand that.
Now, because we're addressing it, shouldn't that be an issue worth discussing on national television?
It's crazy, but that's what's happening. The left is going to blame, and sorry, I've seen it in Huffington Post and a couple other places, all the stuff that's happening right now in Iraq and the Middle East on Bush, and saying, well, if you didn't go in the first place, none of this will be happening. That's not true. If we didn't go in the first place, Israel will be getting suicide bombers every day,
right?
And it'll be extremely unstable because Libya, with Gaddafi in control at that time, would not have given up his weapons, and he would probably still be alive. But and Benghazi would not have occurred. But if you go it that way, but in the same time, the world will have more terror attacks across the world because they use these as staging grounds.
Right.
See, Al Qaeda was part of Iraq. People are not talking about it. It was.
Right.
Plus, also, they found muster packs, which is uranium in Iraq when the military got through, which was delivered to out of Iraq into Canada for disposal, and they found sarin gas. And a lot of weapons that were being used in Syrian people by the Syrian government came out of Iraq too. Right. So the weapons of mass destruction were there.
But and remember, here's the thing too. Last night, that it didn't make a difference that we did get. Was it Kristen Powers that said this? It didn't make a difference that we got Saddam Hussein. It does not make a difference. She said that, last night on The Factor. She said it did not make a difference. BS. It did not make a difference. We knew that he had.
Well, getting rid of Saddam Hussein stabilized,
right,
for a number of years the Middle East. Israel was a lot secure. They weren't getting the suicide bombs every week, and they weren't getting attacked almost every week.
Right.
What stabilized the area was the weakness of Obama with Syria.
Right.
And the weakness of Obama by not leaving 10 to 20,000 troops in Iraq as a military base, like we usually do after we win a war, like in Europe and South Korea and so forth, in Japan.
Right.
And why not? And so we left a pure vacuum in there. So, and the weakness by Obama, and they took advantage right after his release of the Taliban 5. They started moving in.
Right.
They're all related. Every move that Obama made over the years is related to what's going on around the world in this country, in the Middle East. I believe Nick Saucy, who's from I forgot which TV show.